Hello everyone, I hope you're well, we're rested, well caffeinated, have yourselves a good night / day. How do you do, peeps? I hope you're well. I've got random shit to talk about today. Boy, do I ever. I have been going down rabbit holes. I have been taking notes today. I have a notebook of shit to talk about today. I have been taking notes because, like, just the amount of, like, weird shit I've gotten to hear today has just been all over. Lord help me. I've also been designing how I'm going to change this all up to look super nice and all that other good jazz. It's been a day. It has been a day. It's been a day of stuff. It has been a day of work. It has been a day of, like, decent work for once. Yay, team. I'm feeling kind of accomplished. I've been working on some card shit, got some weird card ideas, got some new card art, got some new stuff. I have been super hyper productive today, and I made a bomb-ass thumbnail. I'm feeling fucking accomplished. The commentators at the Macy's Day Parade fucked up Goku again. Wait, how? What did they do? What did they do? What did they do? Because I didn't get to watch the Macy's Day Parade. Also, how are you, Anth? I hope you're well. What they, because I remember they messed him up last time he showed up, but what do they do this time? What do they call him this time? How bad they fuck up? Did they call him a Super Saiyan? Ha! I called it! I called it! I called it! Ooh, called that shit. God, it was Saiyan. Oh my god. I knew it! I knew they would! I knew they would. As soon as you said it, it's like, that's gotta be it. That's gotta be it. That's like the most I don't know anything about what I'm talking about moment. He was in base form this— he was in base form?! That's even better! Oh god, that hurts me. I actually have some DBZ shit to talk about today, too. Like that, oh boy. We got some DBZ shit to talk about. There's actually, it's sparking zero shit to talk about today, because holy Christ. I got stuff to talk about all around today. Had an interesting day in Discord today. One of the servers I helped moderate had an account start spamming. I'm running out of ways to politely say don't click links from random people in the DMs. Just quote Philip DeFranco and just be like, don't be stupid, and just go from there. The amount, trust me, we've been there. We've had to do that on our server more than once, because like, but they usually wind up us getting spammed in our server. It winds up being someone in the server gets hacked, and they might get 1 or 2 messages off before a mod catches it, and then like, but the issue is not them. It's the issue of everybody that they're friends with that they send links to. Say it or Saiyajin, and say it is a race, not a I know! This isn't Heroes. I know! I know! I am more than familiar. I've had the moment. I've had the moment. I know. It reminds me of like being like a kid, like being like, I think Dragon Ball's, yeah, Dragon Ball Z originally, like the Ocean Cut hit here when I was like 9, 10. Whenever Beetleborgs came out is when it happened for me, because they were selling the toys as well as it was showing up randomly on TV at that time, and then like it took off when Toonami got it when I was like 11 or 12. So we were eating. Yes, I have eaten so much turkey today. I've eaten more turkeys today than I ate yesterday, because even though I ate yesterday, I didn't get to eat a ton yesterday because I was so tired of the food I'd been staring at for hours while I cooked it or baked it. Ugh. So I've eaten more today than I did yesterday. But yes, how do you lovely peeps do? We're going to be playing through Shadow Generations. We'll be finishing Shadow Generations today. Or at least I think we're going to be finishing Shadow Generations today. I think we're pretty close to that. We are also going to be talking about weird random shit. Both shit from the channel, just Weird random news. It's been the day of stupid today for news. The amount of weird ass news I've gotten to hear today has just been absurd. It's been a day of weird shit, which I find mildly amusing and entertaining. Beep, beep, and beep. There we go. What's up, Zart? It's been a while. How you been? I'm doing pretty good today. I've had a day. I have taken notes today. I have written shit down today, which I'm always taking notes for people that are here all the time. That's nothing new. But I have taken a lot of notes today. A lot of notes today. Lord help me. There has been some shit today. But they got all of Luffy's stuff correct. Okay, so you want to know why they got all of Luffy's stuff correct? I can tell you exactly why they got all of Luffy's stuff correct. That's an easy one. Because even non-anime watching people know about One Piece now. Because the live action hit Netflix, and the live action didn't suck for One Piece. So even people that have never watched the anime or read the manga for One Piece know One Piece. The other thing is that when it got localized... they made it, like, most of the shit they talk about in the localization for One Piece, even if you have no idea what you're talking about whatsoever, it's easier to talk about, like, because they don't use words like Saiyan, Namekian, and all this other kind of shit. There is some... but it's not used as much. It doesn't have its own world terminology. A lot of times it's more based off of words that English-speaking people know. So that one won't get fucked up as easily. Like when they talk about like different gears for Luffy, they're called gears. You can say gear. So it's like they understand gear. They understand like he's a pirate and he ate devil fruit and this, that, you know, like that kind of stuff they can regurgitate far easier. It's dumb, but that's exactly why. Now, granted, I see the word Saiyan, it would know how to pronounce the word Saiyan. Like, it... phonetically, it makes sense to say it that way. But for a lot of people, that's not always the case. But with pirate stuff, like, people can say pirate stuff. The Grand Line, looking for the One Piece, like this, that, and the other. Like, even if they have no idea what the fuck they're regurgitating to you, they know those words. They could say those words. I've been going to Twitch to watch streams, but I'm starting to get annoyed with ad spam, so back to YouTube I go. Which reminds me to double check and see if it's done anything to my ad stuff. Because, like, YouTube likes to change my ad stuff without telling me, so let me see what it's done. Because I have full control over my ad shit here. Okay. I don't want it to do ads every 30 minutes because of weird shit that'll happen. This is too fast-paced of a game for that. I can kind of revolve my shit around stuff. If it's an RPG or a horror game or something like that. We're going to go to do this manually, and I can insert ads just what I want to instead of letting it do them. There we go. Now you won't even have to deal with ads today. You ain't going to have to deal with ads at all. Past maybe the first one you may have already seen. Which if you sat through it, I appreciate you. If you didn't, I don't blame you. But aha! Fuck them ads. If there was an ad in the middle of me saying that, I said fuck them ads. There ain't no ads today. Oh, because YouTube Premium, no ads for me. Now, see, that is one thing I like. I mean, that is one thing I do like about YouTube Premium. It's like, okay, so, like, you can buy a membership to someone on a YouTube channel. It doesn't do anything about ads at all. But if you buy YouTube Premium, you get no ads anywhere. Z now plays 12 ads in a row to support Orion's seed. Which reminds me, I need to go get him more pellets tomorrow. Right now, he's got seeds, and he's very excited. Meant to do it yesterday because I have a backup bag of seeds in case he needs seeds, but I usually like he lives on a pellet diet. All of them live on a pellet diet, but they love when it gets to be seedy day because I forgot to go get pellets a couple days before. So they're having a blast, and I'm like, he's gonna become so big. But yes, no. So we're gonna be playing some Shadow the Hedgehog. We're gonna have no ads today because I said so. Unless I take a break. If I take a break, there'll be an ad roll on a break, but there's no gameplay or anything happening when that happens anyway. So might as well. But yeah. Oh, whip. I am in full control of my ads today. As long as it'll let me be in full control of my ads. Sometimes I set up to where I'm supposed to be the one to insert some and they'll just do it anyway. I'll be like, you. Ooh. Engie. Okay, so like, I figured out that I didn't know how to do something, and I couldn't figure out why I couldn't figure out how to do something. Okay, so like, I kept seeing like footage of earlier parts of this game, and I kept seeing people fly, and I knew you got the fly power-up at the start of the game, but for some reason, I couldn't figure out how to fucking fly. I figured out why I couldn't figure out how to fucking fly. I was being stupid. Beep. I didn't have enough rings to fly. But I'm apparently still doing something wrong. Or it might be I have to be at a level to do it. I don't know. And if you've played through this, how do you fly as the hedgehog? Because there are wingies. Did you think happy thoughts? Nope. That's part of the problem. I forgot to think the happy thoughts. Oh, I gotta remember how to get here. So it's the last Doom power I unlocked? So me having it at the beginning, I didn't actually have it. So it was, hey, this is a taste of what you could get eventually. I hate when games do that. So apparently I haven't been able to fly at all, and I was just like, it's like, damn, when am I going to fly again? Apparently I have not gotten that power yet. Okay, so I gotta remember how to get, you know, I could just probably do this. Thought I could. How do you get in there? TLDR, flight is a fever dream. You saw nothing early on. Not at all. Not me. No, I saw absolutely nothing. Why did I go into the level? Well, you know what? I give everybody a level to watch. Why not? Everyone has a quick level to watch because I completely messed up there. Oh. Well, at least I landed on a ring. It's a warm-up round. That's what we're going to call it. It's a warm-up round. We're good. We're good. Whoop. Slimy tentacle monster. Let's go. Ooh. gotta go fast. How to do that? Ow! Whee! Oh! Almost managed to get myself hurt. Whoop. Yeet. Whoosh. Boink. And yeet! So Shadow becomes a squid. Does this mean he's an inkling now? I made the same joke yesterday! I was very proud of it. Boink. No. Whoop. No, I should have just used Chaos Control for that. But I didn't. Because I don't need no time-stopping ability. Whee. Does that mean that his normal form is a kid? A 50-year-old kid, but a kid, yes! I rewatched the Sonic trailer and Shadow confuses me. Is he more powerful than Sonic in the movies? Okay, so in the movies, he hasn't appeared yet. Him appearing in the third movie is his first actual appearance. Is Shadow more powerful than Sonic? That has been an argument that has been going on for years. Like, years and years and years. Because Shadow kind of can be more powerful than Sonic. Like, Sonic gets, like, ungodly, unwieldy abilities when it comes to, like, chaos energy and this, that, and the other. But Shadow's legitimately, like, made of this chaos energy. So, it's, yet again, it goes back to the whole, like, he's the Vegeta to Sonic's Goku, basically. Because Vegeta can technically be more powerful than Goku. He can. And in some instances, he is. They constantly surpass each other. But with everything that this game is showing, I don't know how much further Sonic... Like, I think there's a way bigger power gap between the two. It's been going on since Sonic Adventure 2. Yes, yes it has! Also, how are you doing, Tentacle? Like, okay, so you see those gold rings around Shadow's wrists? And around his feeties? Those are inhibitor rings. They nerf him. They make him be able to keep control. Without them, he's technically, like, as powerful as Supersonic, like, in base form. Like, base Supersonic. Not base Sonic, base Supersonic. So, like, he can do that without going super. And what we haven't seen is Super Shadow without inhibitor rings, which should basically make him a god. It should be able to, like, throw him into Hyper Shadow without need of a Master Emerald. They're supposed to be inhibitors as well, but it kind of depends on which iteration of them you see, but they're supposed to technically be the same inhibitors. Because, like, the comics are inhibitors, in the show they're not, in the video games, And that's why Sonic 06 Redacted happens. Yeah, kinda. But, so, yeah, he can... Technically, yes. But Supersonic is, like... Supersonic is like the MacGuffin of the Sonic the Hedgehog universe. So Supersonic's kind of like Superman. It's as powerful as it needs to be in the instance. So like, there's the debate rages on for Shadow. This game is like making a lot of power scalers be like, look what he could do now. So technically, we've only ever seen Shadow at 50% power. I would guess so. Okay, so I'm here. I need to remember how to get down. But down to a specific spot. So you go to that one place that I was at. And I can't remember how to get there. I think it had to do with this. We'll find out. Because one of these did it. I think so. I could be completely wrong. Ow. Completely messed it up. Give me that. Give me the shiny thing. Shiny thing. Whee! Was it this one? Yeah, I spent like 30 minutes trying to get there. How the fuck do I get there? I tried that last stream. How the fuck do I get there? Remember everything you told me about Shadow, but the movies I have no context, so it's very confusing. Okay, so like with the movies, first movie it's Sonic, and it's just Sonic when it comes to like all the main characters. Aside from it's Sonic and it's Dr. Robotnik. Now Sonic in the movies is far different. The gate near the bottom of the purple goop fall. Oh yeah, the fucking goop waterfall thingy. Like, movie Sonic is dramatically different. Like, he's very well handled, and like they keep him in character, but his power set is dramatically different than any other iteration of Sonic the Hedgehog. Goop waterfall. Cave for waterfall. Not a cave. Goop waterfall. Goop waterfall? Ah, that cave. There it is. But yeah, no. Okay, so Sonic's got this weird otherworldly dimensional like energy that he has access to using in the movies. Basically, because of his lineage, he has superpower. In the movies. Basically, whatever gives him super speed is also, like, giving him extra power. They haven't fully explained in the movie exactly why he's got all this yet, but he is super fast. He does super fast things, so on and so forth. And he's definitely strong. And when he channels his energy and he harnesses his energy, he gets stronger. I'm predicting the movie's going to make it where the third movie's going to make it where he's actually more attached to Shadow than what he is in any other series that he's in. Poop. Oh, there we go. But yeah, no, I'm predicting they're going to make him a little more attached to Shadow than he was. But okay, so first movie, he's super powerful. Yay, team, super powerful. Next movie happens, and he runs into Knuckles, which notices that he has chaos energy abilities, and the fact that there's an emerald that has been stolen. This emerald was taken by Dr. Robotnik. He hasn't fully figured this shit out yet. Robotnik's turned him against Sonic, so he's trying to beat the hell out of Sonic, just like he does in Sonic 3. Knuckles is super powerful because he's also got some chaos energy ability. He also runs into Tails. Tails is buddy. Tails doesn't get enough screen time, so on and so forth. At the end of the movie, Dr. Robotnik loses his shit. Chaos energy bullshit happens. He harnesses the chaos energy, and he goes completely batshit insane because humans shouldn't fuck chaos emeralds. Sonic eventually gets a hold of it, becomes Super Sonic, and by the movie's power, when he's Super Sonic, he's essentially a god. Like, he's like he's technically the second most broken version of Super Sonic we've seen in any iteration. Because he can just make shit appear. He can just go, I want to see this. I now see this. I want a hot dog. Bam! I have a hot dog now. Which originally Sonic cannot do with his powers. He's essentially... Super Sonic is originally just a Super Saiyan. He's super powerful, super strong, can do... He has some weird powers, but for the most part, he's a fucking Super Saiyan. He's just super fucking strong. Movie Sonic's like, I can just make whatever I want now. I can just do what I want now. And he just does. He's like a Green Lantern, but better. But without it, he's just super strong, super fast. Hi, guy. Oh, this doesn't look good. We don't need no Cell Juniors! And this one's Vegeta Jr. I don't want to Sammy! Why are you here?
And restore myself to the timeline.
Hi, buddy. There we go. Smack. Woo! This works. There we are. I just like kicking them a lot. Yeet! You look like you're having a bad time, buddy! 7.
I'll just take care of them all.
Okay. Go up here. Oh, it went our way. Bye, buddy. Bye, buddy. Okay, we got this. Oh, hit Big Angie! Ooh, boy. Oh, boy! No, thank you. Leave my booty alone! Boop. I'm disappointed in your butt! Ow! Need to hit him! Ooh, I'm in trouble. Oop. Oop. Ow. Smack. I don't want lasers on my butt! Woo! Hit him in the balls. That works. Bunk, 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 bunk. Oh, that's so clean! Oh, that was clean! Ooh.
There is no future for you. Ever.
I like that! That was a fuck ton of fun! Jesus! Damn, that was clean! Ooh! That had no right to be that clean! Reading on Sonic. And use a quote from the original Tron, the Sonic movies do not compute with the rest of the lore. But what you said makes sense. Well, see, that's just it. Like, they are their own timeline. The movie timeline is its own timeline. It is a complete separate entity. It is self-contained. And it's meant to be that way. It's meant to be where you don't have to know anything about Sonic to enjoy the movies. Uh-oh. But if you do, you get rewarded with Easter eggs galore.
Shadow will never serve you. He's nothing like you.
Ba ba ba.
Yes, the warrior that will destroy.
Still waiting for him to go next time, Gadget, next time. What's up, Zach? I hope he takes me to dinner first.
Professor, what do you think he means? He learned from our last encounter.
I surmise you defeated him at some point in the future. He has grown a new body and used the nebulous nature of time in white space to accelerate his plans for revenge.
He's right. No more mistakes. This time, I will crush every last one of them.
Shadow, no!
No, Angie.
It breaks my heart to see you so full of anger. This isn't who you are. Do you know
was a little
Because
low.
without light, there's only darkness. But a shadow will show you where to find the light. Do you understand? I don't want you to be driven by darkness. I want you to be happy. Stand in the light with peace in your heart.
This is sweet. Ba-da-da. New power. There's also a third pet command now. That way. So now we know Maria's the one who named Shadow. I was noticing that. I was sitting there thinking about that for a minute. I was like, wait. So Black Moon eyes are still closed.
Something calls to me.
Oh, it's that. But yeah, so the movies, the movie universe is kind of like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, where it's supposed to be more self-contained. She had Doom's Eye in every Act 1. No. I think I missed it in one of them. I know I missed it in one of them. I still hit it! Oh my god! I was going so smooth with that! It's like, we're gonna time stop it, it's gonna be fine.
Let's do this. This is the ultimate power. Yeah.
Ow. Almost messed that up hard. Yeet. I don't remember seeing the big eye dude in a lot of these parts of the level. punk. Ow. My jump timed me down.
Out of my way.
I missed!
All right.
Ah!
Let's do this.
So, fun fact from the Twitter takeover, apparently Gun Commander Abraham Tower has a wife and grandkids. Really?
Out of my way.
Oh!
No. All right.
Why did I do that? I knew better. Ow, messed it up hard.
This is it.
So this is what I missed them.
So, you think this will stop me?
Oh, I messed up!
Let's do this. So, you think this will stop me?
Power. Ow. Oh, why did it throw me into this? Ah! Completely whiffed that.
This is the ultimate power. Yeah.
There we go.
Let's do this.
Ooh. Someone almost spiked my punch there, and I was not going to be happy about it. Ow. Do the dance, yeah! Nope. Whee.
Out of my way.
You kidding me? I need to stop trying to be fancy with shit and just play normal. But I like being fancy with shit. This game should not encourage me to be fancy. You know what? Oh, I missed! Ooh, that got real close. I think it was too close for comfort. Oh, I need ringies real bad. What's up, bud?
You've obtained a new power. So you say when this realm bends to my will.
It goes so you think this will stop me? Yeah.
Yes, it is technically a radical highway level. But not?
Your revolution has been a sight to behold.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh! What? Ow! Ooh! Ooh! Ow!
Nicely.
What is it doing to me? Got him!
Right. This is the ultimate power.
Let's go again. you know what happens when you're fancy, like Applebee's on a date night? Yeah, so I gotta go back apparently to a few of these. Radical Highway. What an overused location in Shadow Generations. And hello. I mean, I honestly think it's fine. Hello, spooky eyeball. I mean, considering they change it up every time, I think it works. But how do you do? Have I missed any others? I don't think I have. Hold on, find out.
Something calls to me.
There we go. Aha! Yeah, that's the only one I missed.
No.
Inky power. Hot Topic taking over. I did pretty good. How about yourself? Come, sit, chill, grab yourself a cup of coffee. Hang out. Dude. Oh, he looks so inky. I had my Red Bull this morning. Oh, that doesn't look good. I love how, as I say, you know, I don't think they used it that much. They just turned this whole place into Radical Highway. I spoke too soon. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Huh. Release 50 rings, press LB and RB.
Complete.
And this one, hell of a fever dream, man. What kind of drugs are you on? Oh. Oh, I got a thing to talk about. Again, I'm going to tell you, take me to dinner first. God damn. So to Venom, I'm going to say it's Memento.
It's time.
I'm sorry I put you on this path, Shadow. But I'm proud of how you have walked it. I believe in you, son.
Shadow!
It's all right, Maria. I'm letting go of that destructive anger.
And now you shall perish. Damn right.
But I will continue to fight.
Huh.
Fight with your wish in my heart. Your wish for everyone to have a chance to be happy.
It's odd seeing him smile.
Nothing can stop me from reaching that eye now.
Flight! Around. How do I go higher? How the hell do I go higher? So apparently this is only a glide and not a flight. Ah, yep. So I'm screwed. I'm around rings before I can get up there. I've got myself completely disoriented from where I was. And I don't even remember how the hell to get there. Rings. Ringy. That's convenient. Okay. So it starts there, so I gotta get there.
Unleash the power!
But how? Spot near where Gerald is? There it is. Huh? That's where it should be, is right there. That close by to them. That ain't it. Supposed to be able to get those up there from that spot. Ringies real fast. That's the rings. Gotta go back to work. Hope you get the ending I hope you like the ending, zombies. Have a good one. Have a good night. There's a pillar on top. Pillar on top. Like one of the sludge pillars?
Out of my way.
Yeah, that makes sense. And you start at the bottom because it's got a full row of 10 rings. Right there. Go. Ooh. Oh, I missed the ringies. Oh, yeah. I look at video for my playthrough. Ah, okay. So I'm not the only one. Oh, Jesus. Hi.
I'll overcome every obstacle with this power.
Okay, so that was badass as all get out. And we just shot out 50 rings for no apparent reason. But you know what? I can be about that for a minute. Oh, I messed that up. Ooh, I almost messed that up too. Oh, I messed up anyway. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. We did it anyway.
Out of my way! Out of my way!
Oh.
Out of my way! Out of my...
Oh, messed up! Try it again. Ooh, I cut that close. Ooh, yes! Why are the bumper controls not working? Because I'm sliding out running? Bumpers and right trigger are not working? What? Why don't I have access to do any of my normal shit? Like, all my speed control shit's gone, basically. What the fuck? Oop, ow. There it is. Apparently just can't use it on that, which I don't like that. Wee wingy. Ooh, yes. Oh. What?
Unleash the power!
Oh, I need not run out of bar! Oh, that's why I missed that last time. Okay, that makes more sense. You're sliding, you can't quick step. Makes me sad. Beep. I need ringies. Ringies. Rings! Oh, I messed up! Oh! Ha ha ha! Yeah! Yes! You don't have infinite boost, but it does recharge on the ground. I didn't know it recharged on the ground, but that helps. Oh, 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 what did I do? What did I do? But Mitch is feeling like kind of like a cracked out dream. Wonder what kind of drugs they were on for this shit. Okay, so did y'all hear about the guy who tried to smuggle meth, but the way that he did it, can't slide under it? The way he did it was by soaking his clothes in meth, including soaking a cow onesie. Why can't I slide under that? That would make sense. By soaking a cow onesie in meth. I know it sounds like some Florida man bullshit, but it wasn't. Oh, he think he got it. Ooh. Ah! I didn't know if that was going to work, but I'm glad it did. Oh, I'm glad it did. Okay. Ow. I missed! No, it was a California man, shockingly enough. Oh, don't you do that shit to me! I messed up. Round and round and round they go. Where they'll stop, nobody knows! Fuck me! Beep. Beep. It didn't give me my...
No!
Yeet! Why can't I hit that?
No!
Now that's rude. Ah! Yeah, no, like he fucking soaked a cow onesie! I don't like this part. Oh, we get to do the reverse of this one. Completely whiffed all those rings. What happened? I guess we're flying this way now.
Unleash the power!
Yeet. Thank chaos, no lives. Right, I would have been screwed right there. I would have been so pissed. Yeah, no. Decided. Yeah, we're gonna do that. It's gonna seem like a great idea. Of course, immediately got caught because dogs. I don't like this. It's kind of how the game looks right now. Weep. Give us the atmospheric kind of layout there. Oh. But no, like, I don't know, like, a lot of weird shit today. Like, okay, here's one that really trips me out. This is getting me. This is getting to be real bad. Like, this one actually made me mad. Like, this one made me, like, super duper mad. Okay, have you heard about this shit that's happening in the UK right now?
The time has come, Shadow.
Agreed. Time to sever this bond between us forever.
The thing about the cemetery. What's up, big boy? There is a cemetery in the UK right now that has freaking made VIP passes to see your loved ones. Essentially has made a VIP, like, EA style season fucking pass. It's not quite that bad, but it's still pretty bad. Essentially, you have to have a VIP pass to see your loved ones. And they're doing it to keep as they like to put it, undesirables out of the cemetery.
Find it at your own peril. Did you think I wouldn't surpass you?
What happens when the dead's loved ones don't pay up? Okay, so it's not completely the most awful thing ever. You can still see your loved ones if you do not buy the pass. But the issue is the time frame. There is a strict timeline of which you're allowed to see. I hit the ring. What did it do? If you try to see your loved ones anytime after 3 o'clock and you don't have a pass to go see them, you can't get into the gate.
Did you think I wouldn't surpass you?
What? Yeah, you can't get into the gate to see them. And you're effectively locked out and can only go during very limited time frames. Hit the button and everything. Shot you down. Ah, okay. But yeah, no, if you don't have their pass, then you can only go in, you can't go in on weekends. You can only go in Monday through Friday.
Perhaps I have underestimated your power. Perhaps I should actually start trying.
And time's up after 3 a.m. unless you have your pass. Then you can see them all the way up to like 9 p.m. Eee. Oh, that wasn't fair! Okay. Oh, I didn't swing. Ooh. There we go. Smith has not made us any revenue. Time to discontinue their stay. Yeah, see, I'm like, what the fuck are they gonna do, man?
Splendid, Shadow. Truly splendid. You are truly my finest instrument. A testament to my bloodline. See yourself as what you really are.
I am nothing. I have surpassed you. Time to end this once and for all. Go! Take this!
Still gone? Oh, there we go. Oh! Okay, so don't let him hit you. He knocks the flying fuck out of you. Ow. Ow. Got hit. Ow. Got hit a lot. Owies are happening. Punch him in the face!
Struggle all you want. It is meaningless.
The ringies. There we go! Now!
Victory is already decided. We will be one.
What's up, Alex? Kick!
I will not be stopped.
Super dive kick! Yes! I forgot to mention that I've had your stream on in the background for the past hour while I've been cooking dinner and cleaning my clothing. What you make for dinner? Whenever it's midnight, I need to go to sleep, so I'll leave the stream working on my PC. Have a wonderful night! Thanks for showcasing this amazing game that I clear but have been too distracted this week to even play. Oh, you gotta play it! Whoa!
Now, to end this.
Have a good night, Alex! Oh, that's pretty!
I crafted everything up till now. And yet, you deny me.
Not your mom!
Shadow.
Ew. Get him, John Wick the Hedgehog! Oh! That was fun. Oh my god, that was fun. KO! Oh, Jesus. He knew Kung Fu! Keanu the Hedgehog. Have a good night, Alex. Take care. Blessed night. See you, my friend. Thank you for coming in.
Nice work. Perfect timing, too. Sonic is getting ready to confront the monster that trapped us here. If I'm going to switch the emeralds without him noticing, we have to do it now.
Very well. I leave it to you.
Okay. I'll take care of it. Aren't you coming? He might need your help.
I need to settle something first.
Whatever.
Shadow? I knew you could do it.
Maria.
I'm okay. Really.
Professor, what's happening?
Without Black Doom's influence, the time anomaly is beginning to heal. We are returning to our own point in time.
Stop Rouge. Use Chaos Control. Stop this moment in time.
Shadow? No. I don't want to be frozen in one place in time. Besides, your friends need your help.
But you don't know what's going to happen.
I know I'll see you again. And if fate draws us apart, I will always be in your heart.
Maria.
Wait.
This was so freaking good. Holy shit. You and Flynn, you're way too good at these. God, dog. The shadow part of this game was worth the entirety of this game. Like, holy shit. Like, just, like, they could have just released the shadow portion of this game, and it would have been fine, except for the issue would have been it was too short. I want so much more of this. This is what Sonic needs to be. This is what Sonic needs to be in the future. This is what we need from Sonic from now on. We can't accept anything less than this. This was good. Well, you're buying Shadow Generations with Sonic Generations DLC that you have to play before you play Shadow Generations. The Shadow did not have his guns, so zero eagles zero eagles out of freedom. Oh. Still, I enjoyed the hell out of this. I'm waiting to see what they manage to do next. If this is the kind of shit we have to expect, this is great. Keep doing this. Please keep doing this. I will be all about this. Let's do it. Let's have at it. Because holy shit, this was good. This was phenomenal. I want more. I want more of this. Please give me more of this. I would appreciate more of this. Sega, give me more of this, please. You can have my money. What little money I have, you can have my money if you make shit like this. Because this was good. This was so goddamn good. Oh my god. This was good. I was thoroughly impressed by this. I did not expect this to be as good as it was. December 12th, the movie Shadow DLC. Oh wait, no, the actual DLC for movie Shadow. Yeah. Do they have that one voiced by Keanu? You know his second track record with Sonic. We'll get Boon 2 next. We've had some good Sonic games recently. We've had some good ones. Because we got Sonic Mania. I like Sonic Mania. Let me be real. I actually love Sonic Mania. That was great. Then we got Sonic Forces. And Sonic Forces, it's not really the fact that it's bad. It's the fact that it's disappointing. Because it does a lot of things right. It does a lot of things mediocre. And then its wrongest point is that it can be beat. It can be beaten within Steam's fucking return policy time window. And then, after that, we got the Origins Collection, and we got, Superstars. I need to finish up Superstars, but I really like Superstars. And the Origins Collection was just like a mass collection of the older Sonic games. I think I need to get the DLC for Origins, because that comes with the Game Gear stuff. I think. Anth, you would know if I'm right or wrong on that one. Now I was getting to Frontiers, because didn't Frontiers come after Superstars? Or did it come before? Because I thought Frontiers came after Superstars. Once again, low drop rates have created comedy for me. My mage got level 40 and learned Hocus Pocus before I got my second magic bikini drop. She's a monster regular now. Just came out before Superstars. Okay. Well, we got Frontiers, and I actually enjoyed Frontiers. I need to also I need to go back and play the DLC for Frontiers, because they gave us a lot of extra stuff and allowed us to play as the other characters. Including getting to play as Amy, which has been a while since we've gotten to play as Amy. Because if I remember correctly, it's... For when we get the next form for Super Sonic, the next level beyond, and if I remember correctly, we play as Tails, Knuckles, and Amy in that. And that's about all I know. Horizon update was after. Gotcha, okay. Except for that puzzle you do before you fight Guy Ganto. I enjoyed most of Frontiers. My only issue with Frontiers is you in this, you have the open world that's the hub world for this. You also have that in Frontiers, but that's the entirety of Frontiers, is there's so much open fucking world in Frontiers. And it feels like there's a lot of empty space in Frontiers. Also, yes, Origins does include Game Gear games as well as a playable... Amy in all 4 games. So that's the DLC I've still got to buy for that one, because I don't have that yet. And go through that. I need to just have, like, eventually just need to have, like, a month of Sonic and just play through all of them. Because I now have... over here. Music keep playing for that. So, like, I've got Sonic Mania, I've got Sonic Origins. Origins contains 1, 2, 3, and CD, as well as the Game Gear titles, apparently. So it goes, you play through Origins in that order, you play through... Canonically, you play through Sonic Mania, because Sonic Mania canonically happens after 3 with Sonic and Knuckles. And there is technically a Sonic 4. Everyone hates it. I don't hate it, but it's not great. I don't own that one yet. That's one of the ones I haven't grabbed hold of yet. But they did put it on Steam, which shocked me. Then there is Sonic of the Lost World, there's Sonic Unleashed, there's Sonic Colors, which we don't have Unleashed on Steam yet, but I do own Unleashed and the ability to play it. There is Sonic 06, which, fuck, I would have to play through that. I gotta see how far that fan version of that's coming along. See if I can play through that one instead. We don't discuss Sonic 4. Even Sega, and not even Sega acknowledged Sonic 4. Yeah, no, they skipped it. They removed it from canon. They removed Sonic 4 from canon completely. Only 3 weeks until Sonic Movie 3. I want to see that movie so damn bad. God, I want to see that movie so bad. That was gonna be so good. Jesus Christ, let's mute that for the time being. But yeah, no, that... But yeah, no, Sonic 4 was so bad they don't acknowledge it, which is, again, why I'm surprised it's on Steam. I think, does Superstars, like, technically take place, like, after Mania? Like, is it in the canon take place after Mania? I know Forces takes place after Mania, which that's another one I'd have to acquire again. I have to double check, make sure I don't own that on PlayStation. I think I actually own that on PlayStation. And I have to make sure that I have the right console for it. Because I've got an old original model PS4 now that I can access that with. So I'd have to double check that one. Because if I have that, I can play that. I now have games I currently have on here on Steam, like what I could play just of what I got right here, right now. I've got, in this order, The Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog was the April Fool's, like, whodunit mystery game they put out for free about 2 years ago, I think. No, it was 1 year ago. It was 2023. That's when that one came out. I've got Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed, which I would play just for shits and giggles, just because I love that game. It's a phenomenal and fun game. I've got Sonic Adventure DX and Sonic Adventure 2. I've got got Sonic CD because that was the first Sonic game I bought on Steam because I was very excited when they re-released it on Steam. But it's also in Sonic Origins. I've got Sonic Frontiers. I've got Sonic Generations. I now also have Sonic X Shadow Generations, so that's the version of it I'll play. I've got Sonic Lost World now. I've got Sonic Mania. I've got Sonic Origins, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, and it ordered 1, 2, 3, and CD, as well as the Game Gear games. I now own Sonic Spinball. And I own Sonic Superstars. So I have a good chunk. I do not own 4. No, it does not have 4 in it. And I don't own 4 currently. So that'll be one I'll have to run eventually. Hope they remake Sonic Forces with more characters and reveal what happened to Eggman after his final boss defeat. Forces, I think, should be... I think Forces, just like 06, should kind of be just redone. 06 should be redone to be better. It should be fixed. They should fix that one. Forces, I think, needs the Generations treatment. If they're going to redo Forces, it needs the Generations treatment, where we get a fuck ton more story to add on to Forces. Because, like, Forces does a lot of things decently. It's not perfect, but it's not as bad as everyone tried to say it was. Because gameplay-wise, a lot of people enjoyed it gameplay-wise. The biggest issue with Forces... for me, Forces has 2 problems. For one, I didn't like the retconning of shit with the Phantom Ruby, and past Sonic, original Sonic. But the other issue I had with Forces was it was dramatically short. It is so short. Like, you can beat it in almost 2 hours. You can beat it under 3. Which, like, that's okay for, like, a retro Sonic, for, like, one of the original Sonic games. That's fine. Like, I can beat Sonic 1, 2, 3, and Sonic and Knuckles. Each one of those separately, I can beat them in less than 3 hours. But, like, I could do a stream each for each one of those and be able to cover those. Even Sonic CD, technically. Though for that one gets me a little... That was a little rougher for me because I tried to do too much in Sonic CD. But for a modern era Sonic, how's it going, Kami? How are you? For a modern era Sonic, that's just not acceptable. That's not okay. That's not okay. It's too it's too short for modern era Sonic. It's inexcusable for modern era. Love the Steam comments for Sonic 4. Did you go check it out? Oh, did you go check it out? If you do Forces, I'll help you mod it and show you the unofficial sequel mod of Sonic Forces Overclocked. I need to see that because I've been hearing you talk about that. I need to check that out. I need to actually, like, go through, like, a moment of just, like, reading that shit. Because that's got to be goddamn hilarious. Let's see. Oh, it actually gave me the full list here. Oh, I can actually see everything by Sonic Team that I don't own. Sonic list is a lot smaller than I thought. I do own 3D Blast. I have to play through that. actually like 3D Blast. Like 3D Blast was like kind of like the beginning of the oh no era for Sonic, but I loved that game as a kid. Now as an adult, I probably will not enjoy that anywhere near as much as I did as a kid. But to me, that was like the biggest deal when I was a kid, man. Let's see. The original Sonic All-Stars Racing I don't own. Sonic 4 I don't own on Steam. Sonic Forces I don't own on Steam. And Sonic Colors I don't own on Steam. And Team Racing I don't own on Steam. So the list is actually quite small now. Awesome. I own most of Sonic now. Let's check out Sonic 4's like super like... I'm surprised it has actually like mixed reviews instead of all negative. Let's see some of the reviews for this. I'd rather have someone knock me out in the middle of the night while I'm walking alone, take me home, cover me in custard and gingerbread crumbs, and bake me at 450 degrees Fahrenheit for 2 hours, break me into little pieces, and force feed me to their dog, that I would play this game again. Ooh. I'll give them a warm blanket because I feel like they need one after that. Damn. You good, buddy? Let's see. Awkward and flat out bad level design, wonky physics, and visuals that are such an eyesore and have more bloom than a freaking garden. If you like classic Sonic, do not get this game. If you like Sonic Rush, do not get this game. If you like Sonic in general, do not get this game. Basically, if you like video games, you will not enjoy Sonic the Hedgehog 4-1. Positive recommendation. I like Sonic. That's oddly specific. It is! See, not recommended. I remember I beat this game because I wrote a Python script with a very dumb AI that jumps and runs around. Music goes hard on mute. Damn. I do not recommend. Better than Frontiers. What the fuck? No. I liked Frontiers. This game is fucking awful. It's just this game is bad. Fuck. Penis! Penis was the positive review! It's like recently posted. Penis, positive review. Recently posted negative. Fuck. Oh, let's see. I already read that one. This game is fun. The levels are great. The music isn't bad, though the one and only thing that makes the game suck is the final boss area thing. If you're not achievement hunting, this game is a fun play. It's got some positive reviews here. Let's see. Honestly, I don't see how people can hate this game so much. Yes, the lock-on mechanic is not necessary. Yes, some of the bosses can be a bit annoying. However, the game is fun. The soundtrack, despite what some people say, is very enjoyable, even if it's not Sonic 3/Mania quality. Overall, I feel like this game is overhated. It's not a perfect game. It's definitely not the best Sonic game out there, but it's definitely not the worst, and it's not even close. I heavily recommend you play it instead of looking at all the negative reviews of people being butthurt because they didn't get what they wanted. I'm going to read the negative reviews of people getting butthurt because that's fucking hilarious. It's kind of fun. That's not a positive review. It's kind of fun. Was that a review written by Z? No, because I didn't like 4 that much. That's me talking about Forces. If it was written by me, it would be about Forces, not this one. Because I remember playing this on the PS3 when it first came out. Negative comment. Even my computer wants nothing to do with this game because no matter what I do, I can't open this game up. I've tried pressing the play button, downloading external files, and importing them into the game's files, and tried troubleshooting it. But no matter what I do, I literally can't play this game. Here's one. It used to be recommended when it came out in 2010, 2011, but at the end of 2024 or in the future, no. I'd rather swap Sonic 4 to Sonic Mania, which is what Sega did. At least the game of Sonic Mania was the true definitive version of Sonic 4. Didn't mind the Splash Hill Zone soundtrack to Sonic 4. That's all that this game has going for it. Save your money instead of buying Sonic 4 Episode 1 or get Mania instead. That's more worth your time. However, Sonic 4 Episode 2 is slightly better than this game. Not recommended. Ooh, man, here's one. This was back in 2020. Sonic the Hedgehog 4 Episode 1 is what you get when you put people who don't have any idea what they're doing in charge of making a new Sonic game. What you probably have heard is right. This game is really bad. It's a stain on the legacy of the Blue Hedgehog, and the devs apparently knew this as well because they stopped supporting and patching this not long after its release. Let me explain what awaits you in the game step by step. The foreshadowing is real. And Jesus Christ, they hated this a lot. It damn near looks like they wrote a college dissertation for this shit. Holy Christ, they really hated this. Damn, okay, I'm not gonna read all that. Not recommended. It's like playing a GIF. Okay, like, look. Man, a lot of people are, like, writing, like, paragraphs of stuff here. Okay, so, like, I'm a Sonic the Hedgehog fan. I am such a Sonic fan that I'm, like, your autistic stereotype Sonic fan. Which I just figured out, like, how much of a connection there is between Sonic fans, between Sonic the Hedgehog and autism. I did not really think about this, so I saw an entire video about it. And then got to hear it again when Jacksepticeye, who just recently got diagnosed with having autism, and was like, It's like the two main things I don't fit are trains and Sonic the Hedgehog. I sat there, I thought to myself, it's like, I like trains and I like Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh no. But we already knew I have autism, so like that's not anything new. I was diagnosed long ago. But that's neither here nor there. But I get it. I'm a very passionate Sonic fan myself, but like these people, like there's hate and there's oh my god levels of hate. Like, holy Christ. Just stop right here and get Sonic Mania instead. You won't regret it one bit. Just get Mania. One person got really dark with it. Jesus Christ. These are... Jesus. Forgive me, God, for I have sinned. I have 67 hours on Sonic 4. Yeah, 67 hours on Sonic 4 it does not recommend, which means that what they had to have done is they left the game running on their computer and walked away for hours. Trains and Sonic the Hedgehog sounds like the fan artist could be... No! 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 How is Sonic related to autism? So, okay, so, like, it's not only the fact that Sonic the Hedgehog itself is related to autism, it's the fact that, like, a lot of times if you meet an autistic person, a lot of times when it comes to video games, they're one of their favorite video games, and one of their major, basically what we like to call the autistic interests, which are basically one of their core focuses. Like, one of their when you meet people with autism, they will have, like, core focuses, things that, like, they will, like, obsess over. Usually Sonic the Hedgehog's at the top of that list, or is usually their first obsession. And something, even to this day, they are probably still obsessed with. There are a couple people on YouTube recently who have done a couple videos, like, kind of like looking at the correlation between the two. And the videos themselves are quite interesting. They go on about the fact of, like, the design and, like, basically how the characters are designed themselves and how it draws attention to itself. And, like, and with how, like, it's the constant dopamine hit and movement and so on and so forth, that usually people with ADHD and autism are heavily drawn to Sonic the Hedgehog. Basically, it hits all the right buttons for, like, you show it to an autistic person, they're probably going to love it, kind of type deal. Imagine how long the negative reviews would sound if you were slightly drunk while reading them. Probably sound like a long lame breakup letter. Lord help me, reading through some of these, I feel like I would need to be drunk, but I would also feel like I need to be drunk to play Sonic 4 to actually get through it. I would probably have to be decently intoxicated. I haven't done a drinking stream in a long time. We might. That could be a thing. Drunk Sonic 4, because you gotta be to play it. Someone received this product for free and said, nobody will read my reviews, so I will eat 1 tablespoon of piss for every like this gets. And 33 people have liked this review. Ooh boy. I don't want to smell their breath. So to put a long story short, no one would dare touch Sonic 4-1, even with a 39.5-foot pole. Oh my god. Someone's feeling the Christmas mood. That would be interesting. Please have Mizu with you as a failsafe. Well, Mizu likes to drink more than I do. I'm very good at pacing myself. It takes it takes a lot to get me drunk. I don't usually like getting super drunk, so I'm very good at watching myself while drinking. Even when I make stuff I really enjoy, even when I make stuff that's really sweet, I'm still really good at watching myself while drinking. Mainly just because, like, it's not a feeling I go out of my way to obtain. I've had challenges like every time I die, take a drink, or every time I do this, take a drink. And I'll get to a point where it's like, okay, I didn't prepare myself for how often it's going to happen, and I have cutoff limits. Somebody is a responsible alcohol drinker. I am. There was only one time in the entirety of doing all this shit that I wasn't super responsible. I was playing Smash Brothers, and it was like started off as every fall, and it got converted to every loss. Because I would die just enough to get hammered a little too fast. I got pretty hammered during that one and discovered I was a Rob main, which was hilarious. Because we had one person in the community that, like, if they showed up, everyone lost to them. Everyone lost to them. It happened over and over and over. It was absolutely ridiculous. They abused different mechanics and this, that, and the other because you're playing online. And they knew how to work every angle of it, and they were good at the same fucking time. So, like, you were screwed no matter what you did. And, like, they got to the point where they were just, like, stomping the damn yard. And they were the solo cause for me just being absolutely shit-faced. So I went from playing characters that I knew to say, fuck it, I'm going to play Rob. And I finally beat them. And I didn't just beat them, 3 stocks. And then proceeded to keep doing that for the rest of the night. So was Sonic intentionally designed to attract people with autism, or was it a coincidence? It was a coincidence. Completely a coincidence. But Sonic was designed. It's a coincidence at the same time it's not. It's a coincidence on the fact that that's the audience that it draws. But it was built to draw in as many people as possible. Sonic the Hedgehog has a very interesting creation origins. where when they were creating Sonic the Hedgehog, they wanted to make a Mario killer. They had just released the Genesis, and they needed something to make a Mario killer going into the Genesis because the Master System was not competing against the NES and the SNES. So you needed something to compete. So what were they going to do to compete? They were going to make a mascot character. They were going to make their Mario. So they got, like, after the original design of Mr. Needlemouse, which is more of a code name than an actual name for Sonic, after the first, like, designs and iterations of him were done, they started going through, like, heavy planning on exactly how he would look. So, what did they do? They made him blue because blue is a very popular color. They made him red, white, and blue because of America and attitude and this, that, and the other. There's a lot of American influence in Sonic the Hedgehog, by the way. With Sonic, which, yes, I conveniently have a little Sonic statue, like, right here next to me. Don't at me. It's my controller holder, damn it. But no, okay, so, like, Sonic's core design. The big eyes are basically just because it's cute and it attracts things. His attitude, motherfucker's attitude right here. This dude's attitude is based off of all people on this planet, Bill Clinton. His attitude is based on Bill Clinton. The color and shaping of his shoes and the socks is based off of Santa Claus. The buckles on his shoes are based off of Michael Jackson. And Michael Jackson actually even had a part in the creation of Sonic 3's music. So, like, he was built off of pop culture. Like, he was built off of pop culture and shit that was popular and relevant at the time. Things that, like, the way past cool kind of, like, arrogant attitude, the shoes, the style, the movement, everything had to be big on him. So that's the reason why he's so expressive even in his games, even in his older original games. Like, if you sat around and you didn't move, instead of him just, like, having a basic idle animation, he would actually start tapping his foot and looking at you and be like, yo, hey, we need to go. We need to go. Actually, fun fact, in one of the 90s cartoons, like, he actually holds a chili dog like a fucking cigar. But yeah, no, the chili dog thing was because hot dogs were cool, and hot dogs were synonymous, in Japan's mind, it was synonymous with a place like New York. But there were, like, animations, both in the States and in Japan, that would kind of, like, have, like, imagery of him holding, like, a goddamn fucking cigar. So, kinda, yeah. So, partially right, yeah. But New York was like the city of dreams and this, that, and the other. So that, like, New York City itself was like the city of dreams and all this, that, and the other. So that was also added into some of, like, his shit. The reason why he fucking goes so damn fast was to have basically a dopamine catcher. But the ironic thing is the only super fast level in the first Sonic game is the fucking first level. And after that, it slows down its pace and plays like a normal platformer for the most part. Other than certain points where you can go really fast, but be careful, you could wind up dead if you do. So yeah, he was built to get as much attention on him as possible. That was his whole thing. He was literally just a marketing mascot gimmick. That was it. They designed him before they designed his game, instead of it being the other way around. Like, the core focus was on him, designed the game after. Versus a game like Mario, where they had, like, the idea of what they wanted to do with Mario, and they were going to just make Mario. Well, specifically, like, Donkey Kong and Jumpman and stuff like that. New York, Chicago too. I swear every crime noir takes place in Chicago, or a fictional version of it. This is true. I think I've mentioned this before. My girlfriend is a teacher's assistant in an autism class. I remember being a teacher's assistant. I didn't remember being in an autism class. The students are obsessed with Sonic and Mario. Now I understand why. And like for the autism thing, speaking for myself of why I think, the reasoning why I think people with autism, from my own personal experience of being someone with autism who absolutely fucking loves Sonic the Hedgehog, and who for like a very long time was like his only video game. Part of it is a big part of it is character design. They have big expressive faces, big eyes, big expression. So it's something that draws attention. The colors of them are also standard red, blue color scheme. You'll notice that like when you have like kids are like, I like trains. What train do they like? Well, they like Thomas the Tank Engine. Like that's like one of the first things for trains that kids with autism will obsess over. That's not just, it's a stereotype, but it's not just a stereotype. It'll usually start there, and then like a lot of trains, a lot of popular trains, a lot of popular fast trains, they're blue. Not all trains are, but a lot of them are blue. Things with like big, dark, vibrant colors, like blues, reds, stuff like that. That's usually a big attention getter. And it's usually something that like it's a color that is not harsh on the eyes, and it's a color collaboration that's not harsh on the eyes. It matches well together. So like, yes, I like this. So that's another reasoning for it. And then as yet again going into the characters being so expressive, for me also having ADHD on top of the autism means my brain's always constantly looking for its next dopamine fix for doing whatever. Sonic like is, especially the older Sonic games, is like dopamine. It's like it go fast, do thing, go fast, do thing, go fast, do more thing. That's like just cocaine for an autistic child with ADHD. Like that's like, bam, you have them now. You have their full and undivided attention. Like, so yeah, like it's one of those like it wasn't intentionally done that way, but it is literally the perfect storm for it. And the way it does its reward system in the game, like it leans into it. And then when you get into later bits of Sonic, like when you get past like the 90s Sonic, even in the 90s Sonic, because of the comics and the cartoons and everything, because the comics and the cartoons and all this other kind of like shit that was out and surrounding Sonic the Hedgehog at the time, the amount of extra lore that you can dive into, like people with autism obsessively want to learn about their favorite thing. They can fucking tell you everything about their favorite thing. You've watched me prattle off and go off about just shit tons of Sonic lore while playing this. Like every time I get asked a question, I don't know everything about Sonic, but I know a good chunk of it. There were comics that got really weird and really deep. Yeah, I know. It's crack, literally. Yeah, basically, yeah, it does exactly what crack do to brain for people with autism and ADHD. Without leaving the permanent basic ditch in your brain. What's up, guy? How you doing? Displaying the link between people with autism and Sonic the Hedgehog. And that's like it leads itself to absorb lore. It has a shit ton of lore, but it leads you into wanting to absorb it. It's there. It's all there for you to want to absorb, which is yet again, that's like crack to someone with autism. They have their specific interests, and this gives them a constant stream of stuff to learn from all of its different mediums. It has multiple dimensions, like because you have the original generation of games, then you have the modern era Sonic generation of games, then you have the Sat AM cartoon, you have the original cartoon, which was basically what we like to call the Sonic Says Sonic cartoon. You had Sonic Underground, and all these things had different weird branching stories. With the Sat AM version of Sonic, which was the Sonic they aired on ABC back in the 90s, it got continued on in the Archie comics. And it went on for fucking years. Then you had the UK version of the Sonic comics, which in some cases were even wilder, in other cases nowhere near as wild. So you had tons and tons and tons and tons of stuff that you could dig into. Now we have the IDW Sonic comics, which are actually like canon in Sonic universe. And the people at Sega understand that this is what they have now. It was not intentional in the beginning, but it is very much so now. Especially considering that they are putting Ian Flynn in the driver's seat for story writing with this game, with this series, with this franchise. Because everything you buy now that is centered around this franchise has his hands on it. The comics, the stories in the games now, the fucking cookbook is written by him. Amy's Tarot Deck, the entire book for the Tarot Deck is written by him. And that's why every single card in this, if there is a canonical representation of a card out in any form of media, it's now in this. To make sure that it fits, that you're not like, I don't know where this card came from, or I don't know why is that card not in here? So you don't get that shit. And every iteration of Amy's Fortune Deck in the games and in the comics now has, whichever ones that haven't shown up yet in those mediums, now are from this. They have a canon source of where they come from now. Autistics can also cause non-autistics to have meltdowns hearing their ability to quote movie lines. Yes. I've gone through many of what my family endearingly, yet not so endearingly calls, as well as I've started calling it this because that's what my family likes to call it, having autistic rants. I will go through basically what they would call an autistic rant, where I'm ranting about this, or Star Wars, or Power Rangers, or Transformers, because those seems to be like, those are the main things. Those are like the main things. I will go through any rant of a special interest, which is that's what the autistic obsessions are actually called the special interest. I will go through any rant on a special interest and go off just indefinitely. Like there's no telling when it's going to stop. And I've driven many a friend and loved one absolutely batshit. The only person that has not yet seemed to have an issue has been Mizu. Everyone I've ever dated, anyone I've ever hung out with, anyone I'm related to, has had that moment of, please just shut the fuck up. Stop. I don't care about this thing that you're obsessed with. Mizu does the dangerous thing. That also drives my family crazy if I'm going through an autistic rant of, she'll ask questions. She'll ask questions. She wants to know more. And that, last time that happened, there was an audible groan of, no! Have Ian sit in a corner and watch Sonic X. Maybe we'll get Cosmo Cat. I was surprised we got Sonic X artwork in this. It's more awesome than it sounds. Sonic 3 is the start of the Smash Bros. Universe. Okay, I gotta ask why. Yeah, that's her. I would like to subscribe to your newsletter. Yeah. She finds it entertaining, because I asked her, how she could stand to deal with it at one point, because, I caught myself for once. I was like, how can you stand to, listen to me just prattle on like this? And she's like, it's just fun to watch, because, you flail your hands around, you pick stuff up, you get props, you go through all this stuff, and you're so passionate and excited about it. I was like, that's the autism. She's like, well, I don't care what it is, I enjoy that. And then, I'll eventually hit something that will just, pique interest. I'll go off on such a wild part of the tangent that she'll be like, whoa, what? Wait, what? You mean to tell me in universe there's a virus that turns everybody metal? That's the most metal thing I've heard all day. Let's talk about that. Good, I like these in that sense. See, the prophecy is slowly coming true. The prophecy. This only proves further why you and Mizu are a perfect match. Honestly, I agree with that. Actually, the most metal thing. Yeah. But yeah, no, she listens to all this stuff and like listens to me just go off and this kind of stuff. I did not mean for this to turn into like a weird random autism education / awareness stream and why Sonic the Hedgehog matters in that context. But yeah. Because a recent trailer recently brings up Pokemon like it's common knowledge, which could be a shameless throwaway line, but can lean into more if they really wanted to. Well, see, they can only go into so much, but the reason why they have like the Detective Pikachu line in there is because the same company owns that movie right. They like that same company is making a Detective Pikachu too, because it's Paramount, if I remember correctly. Because I own physical copies of both the Sonic movie and Detective Pikachu, and their digital copies don't go through Movies Anywhere, which is where all my other digital movies are. No, they're the only two that I own in the Paramount movie app shit. Because, like, of course that's where the fuck they would be. Metal Square. But yeah, no, that's why it got mentioned. It's a shameless plug for the next movie that's coming out. But no Pikachu. Like, no, I thoroughly enjoyed Detective Pikachu, so we wound up having that one. And Mizu fucking loves that movie. That would explain a lot. Honestly, they do seem to like very similar writing styles. Yep. And that's it. They are same production company. Or they're same home, same parent company. It's Paramount. Most of my girlfriend's students are nonverbal or limited verbal, so I never made that connection. And see, that's actually that. Since we're on the autism topic, let's roll with this a little bit more. Going on to, I got to watch Jack's video about it today, and I avoided it the first day that it was out because I didn't like the thumbnail of it. I didn't like the thumbnail of it because, like, he looks kind of, like, depressed in the thumbnail. And I was like, look, motherfucker, it ain't that bad. You have answers now. Like, that, like, for most people, that's a good thing. Which it was. Like, for him, it was a good thing. Like, the thumbnail was just kind of like a weird thing because, like, the thumbnail does not match the tone of his video on it at all. Like, he seems to have more relief than anything. But also, the thumbnail could just be me misreading emotion like I always fucking do. But no, that was something he was talking about because, like, he gets the same thing that I get a lot. People that don't talk to me a ton. People, like, I talk to for a little while that wind up figuring out I have autism because something happens and it either comes up or something happens because they've been around me just long enough to where, why do you do that weird thing you do? And it's like, oh, that's probably because this, but I can't be certain. And like, oh, he apparently gets he's been getting the same response over and over and over that I've gotten, and it's because of something you say right there, and I'm going to get to that. Most people see people with autism, and they immediately think autism just equals one of like 3 different things. It equals super hyper obsession, leading to just being completely socially awkward and can't properly communicate, or it leads to people with autism are always nonverbal, or people with autism are slow. That's the main things that, like, people, those are like the 3 main things that I've always seen that people associate with autism. And these are all things that can happen in autism, but these are all things that things that can happen with people that don't have autism. Nonverbal is very common with people with autism. That is true. But it's also very common to have people like myself with autism. But, like, one of the things he keeps hearing and one of the things that I keep hearing is because most people will auto associate nonverbal and further down in the spectrum of neurodivergence that when they will hear someone like myself or someone like my brother, because my brother also has autism, or someone like Jack, or even let's go with someone who's even more famous, someone like Elon Musk. I'm not a fan of him, but like he is someone else which also has autism, and a lot of people will be shocked with that, because one of the first things the things you'll always hear when you finally have to tell someone you have autism, or when, in my case, a lot of times when someone in my family says he's weird because he has autism. I love my family, and they're getting better about it. They're learning. They're getting better about it. It took them learning about my brother's autism for them to finally do that, but at least they're learning now, so we're good. Because of mine, they're just like, oh, well, that's him, and that's how they would always explain it. With him, they've had to kind of learn more, but that's partially because he lives with them. But that's something you'll hear all the time, and I hate hearing it. It's like 3 or 4 different lines here that I'm going to run off, and these are all the ones I hate. It's like, I have autism. Really? But you speak so well. Thanks. I know how to read. Or, oh, but you're sociable. You can talk to people. Yes, it's partially because I had to learn how to. I had to teach myself how to. But yes, I can talk to people, and I can be very personable and talk to lots of people. The one that really gets me is, oh, but you're so smart. And the other one I actually hate, but this is personally, I hate it. Other people are kind of like, eh. But I like the fact that Jack touched on it too, because like I felt like I was the only one for like forever. Because they'll go, oh, we knew, duh. It's like, well, then why didn't you fucking say anything? It would have led to me being far less awkward if I knew you knew this earlier. Because for a long time, it was not public knowledge for me. I knew, but I didn't tell anybody. I didn't want people to know. But the one that makes me the maddest, I've heard this in the workplace before. I actually had a few of you will remember this because I had a company I didn't go work for. And it was not only because of my physical disability, but also because of my autism. Because they were like, I also back when working with GameStop when that finally came out, and because they told the things have changed from where I worked at GameStop, but it used to be they didn't hire people with autism, or they weren't supposed to in my district. Ooh, it makes me mad. When it came out, because I got outed, the first response that I got from a coworker of mine was, "But you don't seem slow." No, ma'am, it's because I like Sonic the Hedgehog. That's why. No. Ooh. Ooh! And I've gotten that one more than once. Ooh, you want to talk about mad? You want to talk about something that makes me madder than a sack of hornets? That'll do it. Madder than a sack of hornets going through a dryer, man. Ooh. Doesn't equal that at all. It's just something you see a lot in specific classes, like my girlfriend's, because her class is specifically designed for. Yeah. You bringing that up is what brought me to this conversation. It's not the fact that I was like, oh, no, I wasn't getting onto you or anything like that. No, it's the fact that, like, literally, you brought that up could lead. That was a good leading envoy into that. I was like, wait, I can touch on that for a minute. I can bitch about something I haven't gotten to bitch about in a while. But yeah, no. So like, that's something that like I've had to deal with a lot, and like, I had like. for a long time, it's part of the reason why I also now do YouTube and work YouTube as a job, is because like I have to now put that shit on paperwork, because like it is classified as a disability that I have. I have to put it on there, because if I don't, and something goes wrong somehow related to my autism, which I don't know anything that can really go wrong other than a misunderstanding, but if something goes wrong relating to relating to my disability, if I don't put that on paper and like state that when it happens, then I'm liable if shit goes wrong. But a lot of companies don't like that, and they won't out and out not hire you because of it around here, but they just will look at somebody else first. And once that started going to paper, it caused more issues for me than when I didn't. When I didn't, and I still, when I don't. If I don't put it on paperwork, no problems. Everything's fine. But if I put it on paperwork, let people know, I get really fucked up questions from people that don't understand. Autistic delayed reaction and being slow are two entirely different things. It's also true. Very true. So yeah, like just thinking about it makes me upset. It makes me very upset. Makes me very irritable. Because yeah, shit goes it goes south every time. I get asked where questions are told I can now only do specific jobs. I am qualified to even working in a Walmart. Like last time I applied at a Walmart, they told me I could be a door greeter. Excuse me? Yeah, you can be a door greeter. Not qualified to do anything else now. Now, I applied at a different Walmart after that, did not get the same response, but the one in my hometown gave me, that was the response. Because I filled them out the exact same way. Because those you don't put the paper, those you have to do digitally, take tests, this, that, and the other. I called up another one, the town over, just like, I need you to look at my resume, da da da. And they're like, okay, fine. And like, they were fine, they just didn't need people done. Welcome to Walmart, get your shit and get out. Yeah! Welcome to Walmart, go fuck yourself. Have a good day. Yeah, no, oh my god, it drove me crazy. It still drives me crazy because that's the auto responses. Yep, he's a little bit slow, so we gotta let him go and just do all this. He's good at saying hello to people. He likes to say hello to people. I've had people do that. People that talk like that start talking down to you when they know. And that... I just want to beat somebody with a thesaurus. Me, I have ADHD. Them. Oh, I'll speak more slowly for you. Yeah, that happens too! Ooh! Hate. Hate, 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 hate. I was like, why? 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 I've had friends that I will have talked to for years without stating what, in my opinion, at this point is the obvious. Because, before I was telling people on stream, there were many people that figured it out real fast. It's a lot harder to hide it when you're on the internet. When you're in front of a camera every day. But I've had people that, I've known forever. that will find out, either because I tell them, or more than likely a friend or a family member tells them, and after having known me for years, that they will treat me differently, and they will. It's not like, oh well, that explains overstimulation or this, that, here. No, they will start doing that kind of shit. Oh, we gotta. I will use smaller words. Bitch, I've been reading Stephen King since the 4th goddamn grade. What the fuck do you mean? Use smaller words. Medical dictionary is more effective for hitting people with because it's heavy. I mean, honestly, true. Fuck, getting a fully updated Merc manual will do for that. I have a lot of those. No, it's not a Merc manual, it's a mercenaries manual. It's a Merc manual because to put it in its base explanation, it's a medical dictionary, basically. It is a medical terms book, a medical terminologies book. I have a slight learning disability, and that gets on my nerves more than anything. Right? Like, it just... I did not mean for Sonic the Hedgehog to devolve into Sonic and autism. I swear. I have a whole list of shit that I wrote down I was going to talk about today, just so I like have my I'd have all my talking points in one place. So my brain's been super scattered lately. Sonic and autism was nowhere on this list. And I didn't even put Sonic on this list because like I knew I was going to talk about Sonic. Did not expect this to be the conversation of the day. Just where in my case, being in a wheelchair, yeah. I can only imagine because like I got treated like severely differently when I was in a wheelchair. And I was only in a wheelchair for a few months back when I first fucked up my leg. Like, I can't imagine it, how much shit you've had to go through being in one practically forever. And it never stops. That's the big issue. It never stops. It's not as it never stops. It gets to a point where it's hyper predictable. Which I think is more frustrating. It drives me crazy. But yeah, no, back, like, going all the way back. Yes, that's what I think is part of the connection between Sonic the Hedgehog and autism. Is literally from how the character design, the colors of the characters, and the expressions that the characters make. The fact that they are so expressive. I think that's a big part of what leads to that obsession. It went well, though. I'm glad. I hope everyone's, like, okay with this. Because I know this went deeper and, like, weirder than it normally does. But I hope everybody's, like, okay with this conversation today. The advantage is it weighs several hundred pounds for parking on people's feet. Ooh. 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 That hurts my toes. Just thinking about that hurts my toes. Jesus Christ. No, ow. Just ow. Just ow. Holy Christ. But yeah, no, and like other fun things that I've gotten to see. I've gotten to see this now. I haven't gotten to experience this myself because of something that'll become very apparent very fast. I have a female friend who has autism, and like they get it worse than the guys do. And the reason why they get it worse is for a long, long time, it was thought that women just couldn't have autism. A lot of women get misdiagnosed with ADHD, or in the 90s, ADHD. Before then, like, they just didn't get diagnosed, period. They were just told they were fucking lazy. In the 90s, it was like, it's ADHD. That's what they have. They don't have autism, they have ADHD. Because ADHD autism's only in boys. And that would happen a lot. So, and that stereotype still persists today. which I don't get why people would think that, because like there were people that like there were women that very obviously had autism. You have people on all sorts of parts of the spectrum for it that showed this, but no, you're a woman, you can't have autism, and like like that still happens today, where my friend, whom of which like with them it's like the better way to put it is basically like it's easier to tell with them than it is with me. You like it's one of those like 2 seconds you've kind of started to figure it out. You've started to piece it together. And they'll still get it's like, oh, I didn't know girls could get that, and like I'll be like, that's not good. that's gonna go horrifically bad really fast. Another stereotype that you get a lot, like the meowing thing is a stim that goes off that I don't have a shit ton of control over, which a lot of people are like, oh, stimming is something that you have full control over, you can do all the time, you should do it all the time. No, it's not how it works. It's not how it works. It's not fully like a tick, but there are things that will trigger them to go into basically stimming mode. So a lot of people think that kind of shit's like all the time, and their idea of stimming is people like flailing arms and doing stuff like this all the time, and like a stim can be anything. It can be anything. It can be triggered by a bajillion different things, as well as they can just do it themselves. They can. It's not like they don't have any control over it. They have more control over it than someone like Tourette's who has a tic or something like that. They have more control than that. But like they think that like that's all they do all the time is this, that, and the other, and like that part actually leads into some of the worst like views in the stereotypes for autism, and just it irks me. It irks me a lot. Should have made that connection with autism, but if someone doesn't communicate, it's very difficult. Yeah, and that's understandable. Like, it is. Women very often didn't get diagnosed with ADHD either, because it tends to present differently between genders, and inattentiveness is easier to mask than hyperactivity, especially as a child. Yes, this is very, very true. Like, my brother and I were diagnosed with ADHD, and I was diagnosed with autism, both at an early age. Very early. My sister, on the other hand, who has ADHD, she doesn't have autism. Like, she's been tested more recently, as well as back then. But she has ADHD, but she didn't get diagnosed with ADHD till she was like in her late teens, because like it presents itself differently, it fronts differently. So like she didn't get diagnosed till way later. Can you meow the Imperial March thing? Yes, I can. Anything that has a melody to it, I can. Doesn't mean I'm always going to, but yes, I can do so on command, or it can just happen. That's where it gets bad, is it can just fucking happen. Mizu's first time of catching it happening, with me having no idea it was happening, like, and fully realizing what was going on, because she would just hear like the random meow and just thought I was just some odd dude. No, where she finally like started putting multiple pieces together that there was something off about it, was I got super excited about something that I had been ranting about, and this, that, and the other, and I got distracted where I wasn't talking at the same time, and the meowing started. But it wasn't just a little bit. It wasn't just a meow. I fucking, like, this is like in the middle of goddamn June. No, it wasn't June. It was like April, May, somewhere around there, because it was like right before we started dating. I fucking meowed in the middle of the goddamn summer Jingle Bells. Had no idea that I'd done it. Just did it. And, those are the fun ones, because those happen randomly. Like, meowing tunes happens randomly. Have no idea it's happening until it's too late. I get the weirdest looks when it happens out in fucking public. So the only reason why I know I could do the Imperial March is because Joel's heard me do it. Joel's heard it. I've done it. I've meowed the Imperial March. I've meowed Duel of Fates. I've meowed like 8 different Christmas songs. Like, I fucking meowed anime openings. Like, it's got to be something that like became an earworm at some point in time, and I forgot about it. And that happens. That's when it happens. I can do it on call if I'm thinking about it, but it usually is more likely to happen when I'm either excited, frantic, or stressed. Or hyper-focusing. Happens a lot while I'm making cards and shit. Happens a lot while I'm making cards and shit. And now that I've thought about it, now that, like, Imperial March has popped into my brain, you watch, at some point in time, it's gonna come out, and I'm gonna be irritable about it. Thanks for that one. It's gonna come out, Beezy's gonna be like, you haven't watched Star Wars in ages. Why is that a thing now? It's like, the Christmas ones have been coming out a lot more frequently because they've been fucking happening in Walmart. I had a kid that was very, very interested in me for a minute, that was just following me around for a while because I was fucking meowing goddamn Jingle Bells in a Walmart, and kids follow me dragging their, I'm guessing, elder teenage sibling with them to just listen to me fucking meow Jingle Bells. And I was caught completely unaware when I stopped, and they're like, why'd you stop? And I whipped around, I was like, stop what? Scared the hell out of the kid. And I was like, I think they mean the cat noise. Why are you meowing Jingle Bells? I've got to know. And I was like, fuck me. Hated that. Duel of Fates is insane. I've done that on stream. That has happened on stream. I can't remember how fucking long ago that was, but that one happened. Duel of Fates, meowing Duel of Fates happened on stream. I remember Joel commenting on it. So yeah, no, that one happened on stream the first time that I can recall it happening. It was interesting. It was a weird moment because I had to stop myself because like, nope. But no, I've done that. I've done various forms of classical music, including the fucking William Tell Overture, which is why I got so excited when I heard that shit in Dawn to Dawn. Because, like, I'm very familiar with the William Tell Overture. Fuck, I've meowed Claire de Lune because I was playing Evil Within. The weirdest one I've done by accident was fucking Once Upon a December from fucking Anastasia. That, and apparently around, like, in the same week, that and The Dark of the Night. And I don't know why, because at the time I hadn't seen those movies in literal years. I haven't done Star Spangled Banner, but I've done Yankee Doodle. Like, it's not like it's singing or anything like that. It's just it's meowing notes. Like that's it. Like I'm not like singing words or any shit like that. It's just meowing in tune to whatever the fuck it is I remember. Yankee Doodle used to be the one that happened all the goddamn time. I hated that. I hated that. That happened so much to my elementary school life. It was all the damn time. All the time. Ugh. In the Dark of the Night is a jam. It is a jam! In the Dark of the Night got me a girlfriend once. that song got me a girlfriend because I was talking to a girl who was a friend of mine but was not my girlfriend at the time. I was talking to a girl and she would just be like, this is back in high school, like early high school. Well, it was middle of high school. And like she had texted me something. This is back when texting was first becoming a thing, which makes me feel really fucking old. We were texting back and forth, and she was definitely one of these RAR XD kind of kids. Which I was close. My outfit style was definitely the Hot Topic vibe. But she had typed out in the dark of the. She said, "I'll do something in the dark of the night," and like my brain just filled in the rest of that sentence. It was like, "In the dark of the night, evil will find her," and because I said evil will find her, she's like, "You fucking know Anastasia?" I was like, "Yeah, it's a good movie. I like that movie. I have that movie." And sent a picture of the VHS copy of it we had. I'd sent it into her in a fucking email because I had a digital camera. I was like, boop. And it's like, check your email when you get home. So you saw a picture of it. She flipped shit. There's a great soundtrack to that whole movie. Oh, the whole fucking movie is a phenomenal soundtrack. So yeah, no. Like, that relationship didn't last long, but that fucking song got me a girlfriend for a while. Which is the weirdest thing. I think that's the weirdest way I have acquired a girlfriend. But it happened more than once. Not just that song, but like just random like animated movie songs from the 90s. Well, I say from the 90s, but one of them was Once Upon a Dream for fucking Beauty, or not Beauty, it's fucking Sleeping Beauty. Jesus Christ. That's an old movie. So yeah, but no, I like, if it is a song that I have sung, I have probably meowed it too. If it is a song that I have listened to on repeat at any given point in time, which for some reason I listened to Once Upon December on repeat. I know most of that fucking song. RXD brings such a vivid image to my mind. Oh Lord. Let me say something here. Let me see if I can find something here. I'm gonna find something that's like gonna just like trip everybody out. Ha! Trip, get it? People who know. Where is it? If I still have this. It's gonna be way back. Way back. Let's see. Do I? May not be on this phone. Maybe on one of my older ones, or maybe on my computer. I have a picture that is of me and my sister. It's one of the few pictures that's just me and my sister, because me and my sister just art picture people, especially together. But I have a picture of us from like when I was, I think, in my senior year of high school, that Christmas, of us in just being the weird goth kids, because me and my sister were both weird goth kids. I could have sworn I've seen the picture recently. I flipped shit because I'd found it again. I was like, there, no. Where? May have been. No, I guess I have to look for it later. But I could have sworn I know I've seen it recently because like I saw it and like I was so just like completely just flipped out by the fact that even existed. I didn't remember taking that picture until I saw it. Huh. Tripped. Ah! Somebody gets it! I had like 8 different pairs of trip pants. The trip pants, for people that don't know, are those like big black baggy pants that would often have an accenting color, like a red accent, blue accent. Sometimes they came in other colors like fucking lime green or orange, but all mine were black with different accenting colors. I was essentially a fucking special Rocket League car. They always had like an accenting color and fucking chains on them. They were super baggy. Like, all of mine could convert themselves into shorts. Still to this day, the most comfortable pair of pants I've ever owned are my trip pants. But the problem with trip pants is the fact they're nowhere near as durable as they should be for the price you pay on them. I destroyed every pair of trip pants I had. The Hot Topic where I worked back in the day, they were almost always black and red. I had black and red, I had black and Sonic blue, I had black and white, I had flat black, I think I had like 3 different pairs of black and red. I think I had 3 different pairs of black and red. And then but my first pair I ever owned was black and Sonic blue. And I loved that. That was my favorite pair that I owned. I was also the reason why trip pants got banned from my school, though, during my senior year. At the very end of my senior year, I got into a conflict with somebody, and I took the fucking chains off my pants and beat somebody with them. Now, for context as to why that happened, I was a nerd that got picked on a lot, but I let a lot go. I didn't care that I got picked on because I was just like, fuck it, it just didn't matter. I was a nerd, I got picked on. Period. That was just how life went. But no, where I wound up finally like snapping and doing something about it was there was a girl at the school that I was going to that I was friends with. We were theater kids, and we were best buds. Oh, that explains so much of why people thought I was gay in high school. We were best buds. We hung out, you know, platonic buddies. And just hanging out, chilling, so on and so forth. Dude walks up to her and starts hitting on her. I don't really think twice about this. She's pretty. People hit on her all the time. And if she was okay with it, fine. If she wasn't okay with it, we just usually walked away. That's how that worked. If she liked the guy, she'd be like, hey, da-da-da-da-da-da. If she didn't like the guy, we would just disappear. And most time, guys took a hint. This one guy did not take a hint. Like, at all. Did not take a hint, did not get the memo, just kept pushing. And we walked, and he followed. So she started to ignore him. And he didn't like being ignored, so he grabbed her by the shoulder and he whipped her around. And he whips her around, she yells out, and every ounce of my dad's training came out in that moment, and I got into a lot of trouble really, really fast. And it all happened so quickly that I didn't remember a lot of it, but they definitely made sure I saw the security footage of it. Well, see, that I'm going to get into a funny thing with that in a second. Yeah, that's about to be really funny. I whipped around. Those chains came because they were attached with fucking Velcro, so you could take them off. So like, just one quick pull and just wham, and like it goes right across and it hits him in the face, and my other one comes up and hits him in the ribs. Just 1, 2, and then I proceed to just over and over, crossing over as I hit him. And these were the ones that were the quote-unquote kinky ones, because they fucking had, like, the handcuff design at the front end of them. And just pummeled this guy down until a teacher took me off of him. No more trip pants. Nothing with chains, nothing with metal. Couldn't have, the Naruto metal armbands were really popular with nerds. Couldn't wear those. Couldn't wear those. If you're a nerd wearing a Naruto headband, which a lot of the more socially awkward ones wore those, and they're like, nope, can't wear those anymore. Can't have that. If you were a guy, you couldn't have anything metal other than a watch. If you're a girl, you could wear jewelry, and that was it. No other forms of metal. That came to a screeching halt. So yeah, oops, that happened. So one more fun jobs I had. Loved that one. That one of the company approved lines to talk to more hesitant people outside was, "Don't worry, we don't bite. Just didn't get the hours I needed." That is what is known as natural consequences. Yep. Yeah, no, I didn't have like a lot of female friends in high school, but one of my best buds was a girl. We were in theater together, and she was pretty, and I wasn't hitting on her. So like every guy in school thought I was gay until like they met my girlfriend, and they're like, "Oh, we thought you were gay." No. So that was interesting. But that's really funny because I was classified by a lot of my friends as the gay best friend for like, because after high school, almost all my friends were women because I was in the cosplay community. Like, and I've always had an easier time talking with women than I have talking with men. It's always been easier that way. So like most of my friends were women. I have been both I've been both the best man and the maid of honor in the same fucking wedding. Because I have helped best buddies get married. I have helped plan more weddings than I can count. I have helped color coordinate more weddings than I can count. I have been the quote-unquote bridesmaid at more weddings than I can count. Being the only one on the bride side in a suit. That's just a consequence, though, of me growing up in a household with 12 military women. Like, cook, clean, cut, sew was, like, drilled into our fucking brain from start. So, yeah, no, I've had that designation for many, many years. I still get that designation, and I'm like, this is who I'm with. Like, doesn't matter. So yeah, that's been a thing for a very long time. I've never understood it because I have like the fastest aversion to male anatomy. Because that was the funny thing. Because like, I was like, I don't know. Like I like it's like a guy, because I had somebody ask me if I was. I was like, well, I don't know. I haven't really ever thought about it. I know what I like. And then I had a moment in my life where I got my definitive answer. I got my hyper definitive answer real fast. I love card games. You all know this. I'm a card game nerd. Well, our local card shop had closed down, and we started bouncing around from friend's house to friend's house, holding miniature tournaments at our friends' houses. Well, one of our friends was, I still love them to death to this day, but they were a massive degenerate that was the leading cause of causing most of our group to be degenerates. They were a lot of peeps' first experience with naughty media in some form or fashion. They're you know that one friend's like, hey, check this out, then all of a sudden it's titties. Like, yeah, like that stereotype from the 2000s, this person was that. We're all sitting down and we're playing a card game called UFS, which is Universal Fighting System, which was a game that took fighting game characters from Street Fighter and Soul Calibur and Darkstalkers and all these other fighting games and mashed them into one fighting game. There's now a new version of this game that is out. It's what the My Hero Fight system is based on. The My Hero Academia deck fight system is based on. But anyway, that aside, they come out and they plug up a flash drive to their 360. It's like, I got some shit to show y'all today. And I'm like, oh god. Now by this point in time, I have been desensitized to a lot of shit. And I'm like 19 or so. No, I'm 18. 18 at this point. I've been desensitized to a lot of shit. I don't really care. I'm like, there's nothing they're going to show me that is going to corrupt my brain any further. Corruption was the word I was looking for. They were the corruption of a lot of people in our circle. So they put it in this flash drive, and like you see the thumbnail, or you see like the video pops up and it's paused. You see it, you immediately know what this is. This is going to be a naughty video, trying to not get hit harder by YouTube than I'm already going to get. But like, this is a naughty video, and we all know it. Because what all you see is a blonde woman who's very well endowed, super titty. And she's looking up the camera smiling. It's like, okay, cool, whatever. I know what this is going to be. And for the most part, I'm like, fuck it. I'm going back to my card game. Video starts to play. Everything seems fine. Some of the peeps are like, nope, they're not. They're like, nope, awkward level beyond what I can handle. Da da da. You got the people like me who've been around this individual for far too long, so we're desensitized to everything. And you've got the degenerates that are like, I'm going to sit and watch this instead of play my card game. Well, the ones that weren't fine with it, they knew what was coming. They left before, most of them left before stuff started playing. It's like, they knew what was coming, and our friend gave them an option to do something else somewhere else. Like, they were not forced or stuck there. It was still a weird thing to me, and I was just like, I just don't care. I can't remember what the line was that was said that gave my brain pause. And I turn around to look at the screen, confused. Then, all of a sudden, from in betwixt titties, big, hulking behemoth of male appendage pops out. Goddamn chest burster just... That's all my brain could register. The chest burster just popped out. My brain just, like, completely is like, nope! I was like, nope, not okay with that. Because now I can't look at male anatomy without seeing a chest burster. That's all my brain processes now is a chest burster. It wasn't actually a chest burster, but that's what my brain auto-registered to. This is ta-da! I was like, nope, can't do it. Cannot do it. Absolute no. And that's how we knew that was it. That was my defined moment of, yep, nope, that's not it. That's not my thing. Mm-mm. Wait for this, my God. Oh yeah, no, it was just like nope, that was it. We are way past. Yeah, we've well exceeded that. Shaman, you've heard this story. You should have known. Luckily, Shaman was not there during this point in time. Which, honestly, no, it's actually unlucky that Shaman wasn't there at this point in time. Because if Shaman had been there, that would have never been played. Because though be it our friend was a complete degenerate, our friend was a complete degenerate with morals. Anybody that was younger than him by like 3 years. Anybody who's younger than him by like 3 years, he made sure no content. They made absolutely sure no content was shown to them. They had morals. They were a little askewed, but they had morals. Basically, anyone who was under the age of 18 at that time frame saw nothing. So yeah, if they'd been there, I wouldn't have been like, nope! But yeah, just... I was like, oh no! So yeah, completely just like trips my brain, and then I proceed just to die laughing. They can't understand what the fuck I find to be so funny, until I explain what has just processed through my brain. Video clip ends because they're mildly offended that I was not okay. I'm giggling over degenerate with morals. So yeah, no, that's... And for this one, the viewer age should be 18. For what just happened there. But yeah, no, so like, yeah, that was like, just, nope, not, But that's how I knew. That was not my cup of tea. So yeah, no, that's how that fucking went down. It was weird shit. But yeah, no. Funny thing is, I had seen worse up until that point, but I had not somehow seen that. It's far too common for me to have not seen that, but somehow I had not seen that. So yeah, that's how we figured that one out. That's how we knew that answer. That's where that answer came from. It's like, yep. Ugh. I really hope no one has fallen asleep just listening to this shit in the background and just heard that fucking pterodactyl screech come out of nowhere. That would be a hell of a story to have to wake up to. That would be a depressing thing to have to wake up to. That's certainly one way to find out. It was a hell of a way to find out. Was not what I was fucking prepared for. Oh. So yeah, I'm not a super degenerate, but I'm degenerate enough. Deadpool moral still makes me laugh. Well, honestly, like that's what makes that shit funnier, because at the time, that was their favorite comic book hero. That was their favorite comic book hero, and that was before, like, Deadpool had any popularity. This has been established. How are you doing, MT? But yeah, that's the irony of that. That was their favorite superhero at the time. Fucking Deadpool. You've come in at a hell of a time. How are you, MT? Hope. I hope you're well. Been lurking this whole time. God. Well, how's life treating you after Turkey Day? Watch my friend play Mario 64 ROM hacks. Ooh. I do like me some Mario 64. I've got ROM hacks I want to play. I've been trying to find time to play, because there's some ROM hacks I want to play, as well as there are some fan games I really want to play. But the issue is finding the time to play them, because a lot of the fan games and a lot of the ROM hacks, unless they're Pokemon, are not long. Like, I stream usually for like 3 hours or more. And, like, these games are like... God damn it, shit. No, wakes up from a nap. Mom, the pterodactyl broke into the house again. Oh, I get to be somebody's paralysis demon now. Yay. No, I lost my complete train of thought. Damn. Life is kind of sad since I'm going back to college tomorrow. Don't be sad, because college is an awesome experience. It's a hell of an experience. It'll have some chaos. It'll have some shit that'll suck, but it's still also at the same time an awesome experience. Again? Freaking again? Oh. Favorite line for the original movie is shit to leave the stove on. Look at those questions. Your religious background and opinion, and an opinion was degenerate with morals. What if on those questionnaires your religious background and your opinion was degenerate with morals? Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's my religious background, degenerate with morals. That's one thing I'm glad I have never had to put down. I've never had to put down what my religious anything is on any kind of hiring form, but do that partly because that would be illegal to ask. Man, one of the funniest things I ever fucking saw, just I don't talk religion on this channel, but like there's a small thing that ties religion that I saw happen on this channel. I saw one of the funniest things ever with a friend of mine, but at the same time, this was actually kind of cool. One of my friends got hired to work at a church, and they were an atheist. Not only were they an atheist, the church knew they were an atheist, and they hired them because having them around helped them with outsider perspective. So when I first heard this, I laughed because that was funny to me. It's like, oh, because like I thought they unknowingly hired an atheist. No, they hired an atheist knowing damn well what they were doing to get better perspective. So it went from being funny to, it's like, you know, that I can respect that. I can respect that. Because you don't ever see that, especially down here. Who knew that talk about Sonic would lead to degenerate with morals and a new form of chest burster? Well, I mean, that's basically what a chest burster's modeled after, and that's exactly what the fuck it looks like. Like, surprise! Surprise! Ah! Oh! Yeah. Oh. I do wish you safe travels back to school, MT. I do hope that getting reacclimated back to college life is not difficult, because anytime I came home and had to go back, it was rough. Oh my god. Yeah, I did not expect this. I didn't expect to play Sonic the Hedgehog and this be what I was going to talk about today. Speaking of degenerates, but with less morals. There's a lack of morals. One of the stories I was going to tell you all day, I got written down right here, actually ties into it, but not in the way you would think. Okay, so okay. I'm not sure if y'all heard about this. It's been on the news recently, or it's been in the gaming news recently. Did you hear about the guy out in China who let's see, how much was it again? Yeah, donated over $550K US. Plus all of his family's life savings to a live streamer. To a live streamer. $550K in the span of a year. Yeah. I'm making sure I'm reading my notes. $550K. What? Yeah. All. Bro was nuts. I think you've heard this story then. All to hear her call him brother. Which through all of the donations that he made, she never did. When he started spending the family financials and they found out about it, they cut him off from being able to utilize it. So he took the work from his job, which was a delivery service for tech machinery and parts, and he started stealing copper from the shit he was delivering and from other machines and whatnot to recycle it for money, because copper sells really well and has a decently high value, and he was selling the fucking copper to keep paying for this shit. That amount of the $550K from the fucking copper he was stealing, which was over 40 different accounts of theft. Out of that $550K, $316K was from the copper. He stole all that shit. That's when shit gets scary being a live streamer. When you get people that are that hyper creepily obsessive. That... in less than a year! What? It's like, don't get me wrong. We live off donations. That's how this works. We live off donations. We do. I appreciate donations. Fuck. I appreciate big donations. But bitch, I'll call you brother for free. What the fuck are you doing? What are you doing with that copper, step bro? No! 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 Whack! No! Is that theoretically money laundering? No, it's a felony. It's theft. It's straight up theft. Dude, you can now get... it's now your chance. You can get the newspaper. Oh, it was funny. It was fucking hilarious. Jesus Christ. This is exactly why I refuse to become a VTuber. This person wasn't even a VTuber. Like they were like me. They were on camera. I'm assuming they were like probably like a commentary style channel or these chat and chill style channels. It was a Chinese live streamer, so and they have not released the name of who it was, but I'm assuming they're like in the same vein as someone like what's her name? I had her name in my brain right there for like a second. What is her name? Super popular on Twitch. Everybody knows her. What the fuck is her name? I can't remember her name now. Pokimane. She's essentially, I'm assuming she's a Pokimane equivalent. It's like somewhere around there. I'm assuming she's like that kind of equivalency. Someone who sits, talks, chats, and chills with their audience. I'm assuming that, or something else. Don't know, but like at minimum, that's what I'm assuming. Like I panic with like, yes, my job is basically good old what's her face. Yeah. Now, like as a live streamer, my job is to get donations. That's part of our whole shtick. We got to get donations. That's how we make the money. That's how we keep the lights on. That's just how shit works. But like, I always worry when like, don't get me wrong, I love and appreciate donations no matter what the size of them. They're small or big, and I really appreciate the big ones because they help out a fuck ton. But like when I get big donations, I worry. I immediately start worrying about whoever donated. I worry less about some people than I do others, just because I've had conversations with them. But the first time I get a big donation from anybody, like I'm immediately like double checking with them to make sure they're okay. I try to contact them after stream, make sure it wasn't a mistake that a lot of money was done up, make sure I don't have to send anything back, or if they need anything. I jump through a lot of hoops to make sure that whoever donates to me is okay before they donate vast amounts. Because I worry about that. Because I've had it happen here. I've had people here that have donated mass amounts that were not in an okay space to do so, but did so because they were trying to be friendly, or because of for some kind of for some reason or another, they want to help out, and they want to help out far beyond their means. And they want to be extra friendly. It happens a lot with fucking parasocial relationship. That's essentially what it is. It becomes parasocial kind of, like they put themselves in parasocial relationship spots, and I don't do that. I'm like, no. We had one person that donated a lot, and I had to return everything. I had to return it to them. I had to. Because they didn't tell me, somebody else connected to them that was connected to them told me, and I was like, oh no. Confronted them about it, talked to them about it, like, yeah, this, that, and the other, and so on and so forth. Like, yeah, no, I can't in good conscience take that. I'm going to send it back to you as soon as it pays out, because it was done through YouTube, so it takes a month for me to see it. And as soon as that hit, I sent it back to them. The only thing they didn't get was the YouTube fee itself. But I had YouTube. I had to go through YouTube to get things squared away and figure out where stuff was, and I sent them their stuff back. It's like, nope, not gonna be. I'm not gonna be the cause of anybody being in the poorhouse today. Ain't gonna have it. Decent presentation doesn't make up for the absence of talent. Well, when it comes to streaming, I would not classify anything in streaming as a talent. There are talented streamers. Do not get me wrong. There are talented streamers. But being a streamer is a lot like art. Having talent can help you in it. But when it comes to both art, and when it comes like drawing specifically an art, and when it comes to live streaming, It is an acquired skill. You have to learn skills to do better at the job. Now, if you're talented, you can be a lot faster at it. Like, you can pump out shit left and right, and you can immediately grasp stuff and know exactly how to do things as soon as you see it the first time. But damn near anyone can learn to stream, to make content, or to draw, or anything. It's skill. It's skill. So I'd better put of a decent presentation doesn't make up for the absence of skill. I think that fits a little bit better. If I ruin money, don't randomly send you a lot without warning. Got it. Jesus Christ. Yeah, no. But also welcome, Albert. Now I will say when it comes to streaming that like is streaming and content creation in general, though be it takes a lot of skill and I think talent's kind of secondary to it. It does take a special kind of person to do so. Not touting my own horn or any other kind of shit in that matter, but it does take a certain type of person that can. You got to have personality of some kind, which makes me very confused as to why so many people sit and hang out here. But you've got to have you got to have the personality typing to be able to sit and talk with people or to get whatever you're trying to put out there. If you're trying to make videos and you're like doing video essays and stuff like this, if you're someone of which is very impersonal and very monotone and you don't work on that, then yeah, no, it's not going to go anywhere. In a suitcase by minutes who's Lord help me. I would panic. The Pinkertons are coming. What do they think I have? I swear I didn't get a box of magic early. But yeah, no. I will say that that's usually where we come down to. It comes down like even learning how to talk to people, even like charisma is something that most people either have or they don't. But I will tell you, as someone who is not very charismatic, you can learn to be more charismatic than having zero. So like it is like charisma and talking to people is a lot of people classify it as a talent or just something that you have or you don't. But you know, it is a skill you can acquire. Because I used to not be able to talk to people. Period. I just couldn't. I didn't talk to people. I did not do social. Period. I couldn't. Did not know how. We have learned to social. We've learned to talk to people. We've learned to say, "Hi guys, how's it going?" We've even learned the YouTuber voice. Like and subscribe for more weird ass content from a dude who's too weirdly obsessed with weird ass shit. Follow for more. Yeah, no. Welcome to the 3 a.m. challenge where we're going to try to contact my mom. Welcome to the 3 a.m. seance challenge where we're going to try to contact my dead mom. Stick around and find out how that works. Jesus Christ, yeah, no, Lord, that's an old-ass joke. But yeah, no, so, when it comes to, like, anything, at least in, like, streamer or content creation, I always view it to be skill. You ain't gotta, to do what I do, doing this doesn't take a lot of skill. This just takes a lot of learning. That's what it takes. Just a lot of just sitting there and reading and learning and watching a fuck ton of videos. But yeah, that's pretty much how that plays out to me. It's skill, and anyone can have skill as long as they try to practice and hone it. Is the streamer allowed to keep the money? That part I don't know. If you want to be completely honest, that part I do not know. This challenge shouldn't. Seance challenge shouldn't be as funny as it was. Man! Oh, that was like I got hit with so many cards that day, and one of which involved me having to like use the streamer voice. And I hated that so much. But that was how I became a Nemesis main in Dead by Daylight. So what my girlfriend's class is supposed to be about is teaching social skills. Keyword is supposed to be. Oh. If it's supposed to be, and it's reiterated, I'm assuming that it's not actually. So what is it doing? Well, yeah, no. It's kind of like when you watch Ratatouille. When you watch Ratatouille, Gusteau says anyone can cook. Anyone can stream. Anyone can stream. Anyone can. How far you go and how far you take it depends on you, but anyone can stream. Anyone can cook. Ugh. But I'm going to have to go ahead and start ending on that note, because it's almost 2. I've got to get up super early to take Niecy to work tomorrow, because she's got to be at work super early tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be Splatoon. We're going to do Splatoon tomorrow. That's going to be the name of the game tomorrow. Hard part is each student is in a different place. I get that. I definitely get that. But no, tonight's been fun. For one, I thoroughly fucking enjoyed Shadow Generations. Like, the ending was great. It was fun. My only issue with the Shadow part of Shadow Generation, with Sonic Generations X Shadow, is the fact that the Shadow side was short. Other than being short, I enjoyed the hell out of it. It was good. It was so good. The gameplay, the controls, the mechanics, everything in it was fun. And even the story was good. I enjoyed the flying hell out of it. It was good. It was a blast. I want more of this. Sega, make more of this. But no, I've had a blast with you guys tonight. I hope y'all had fun. The conversations we had got completely unhinged. I am sorry, but also at the same time not sorry. I hope y'all enjoyed it. But yeah, as y'all know, Zombies Going On, Coffee Fuel, Gingerbread, Undead, and this has been Shadow Generations. We will be back tomorrow with Splatoon, having fun, screaming into the void. I want to die a lot. So remember to take care of yourselves, take care of each other. As always, pleasant nightmares, and I'll see all of you little peeps again tomorrow. Happy.